Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in to another live stream. I know, man, I saw the thing about Zuckerberg. I was like, should I do another video? Should I maybe I'll wait tomorrow? Maybe I'll do a video on it tomorrow. I mean, it is big news. Yeah, I'll share. I'll share. I mean, I could do Discord or Zoom if you guys want, but I'll share with I'll share it with you right now. There, it's pinned. Yeah, the Zuckerberg stuff is. I didn't even. I mean, it just came out like maybe an hour ago or something. Mark Zuckerberg just admitted to working with Biden Harris to censor Americans. The COVID information. I mean, they just the cheating in 2020, the censorship of the Hunter Biden story. It's all demoralizing. What did Zuck do? Here it is. I mean, he admitted to it. I don't know. He admitted to censorship by the Dems. I'm on the go around a bunch of people, so unfortunately I can't call in. Yeah, dude, I'll do other ones. It's not a big deal, man. But guys, listen, we can get a waiting group going. Listen, we could get a waiting group going. Go to this. Go to this. Make make sure you keep yourself muted. Keep yourself. Wait, what even is this? Oh, my bad. Keep yourself muted, and I'll go one by one. Because the last time we got like three of you, I'm gonna go one by one, and then once I get done talking with you, you can just leave the call. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna let people join, and then I'll talk to you guys for a few minutes, and depends on how many people join or whatever. But I don't know if I want this noise on there right now. I'll let people join. The noise is a bit annoying. What's the letter about? Oh, it's just apparently Zuckerberg. I mean, I just saw it, an hour ago or something. I don't know, man. I was like taking a shower and stuff. I was like, what is this shit? And I was like, god damn it. No, I really should do a video at like 9 o'clock at night because that's really like the number one time to do videos for politics because the East Coast people are winding down. You're also going to catch some other people. Keeping up with the election from Europe. Yeah, I wonder how much Europeans know about this type of stuff. I know Europe. I heard Europe really follows American politics, but I guess it's a case by case basis. Unusual activity. Oh, you know what? That's probably just people joining this because it's not used to people joining this. I would imagine that's what it. Why does it keep doing this? Where it keeps refocusing? MT, what's up? Go Sonics, Supersonics, yeah. Get off Discord. We want you and you only. Well, look. They're gonna ask me questions. So they're gonna ask me questions, then we'll talk. It's we'll just see. We'll just see. Every country follows American. Yeah, I mean, unless it's a third world country. Let's be honest. Here in New Zealand, we actually care. I mean, what are you guys in New Zealand? Are you more conservative or liberal, or who do they want to win the election there? I saw the part of the message where it says he's getting ahead of a whistleblower. No, that's just what PBD said. I think he was speculating it. All right, well, I'm gonna go through some of these. We'll see how these go. All right, 702, you can unmute. Go ahead. 702 has left. Emerald, go ahead. Well, we're off to a great start. A-OK, AJ, go ahead. Oh, you know what? I might. All right, Emerald, go ahead. I'm not far right, man. No. Someone talk. Can anyone hear me? I don't know if this is I don't know if this is properly set up. Did I suppress these people? Can anyone unmute themselves? If you're not gay, please talk. Oh, they're suppressed. Hello? I don't know why you guys would be suppressed. Maybe join the hangout. Maybe it has something to do with the.
Hello.
All right, there we go. All right, everyone, just stay muted for now. All right, A-OK, AJ, go ahead.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, man, what's up?
Yo, what's up, dude? I'm like not too far from you. From Ohio. What was I gonna ask? There's a lot of stuff, but what record do you think the Tennessee Titans are going? I'm a Tennessee Titans fan.
Well, with Will Levis, you know, I'd probably say like a 6-11 record if I'm being honest.
Are you a liberal?
Am I a liberal?
6-11?
I mean, I think that's pretty realistic, right? I mean, with Will Levis.
No, I'm just playing. I mean, it's new offense. Maybe I don't know. I'm thinking like what 9-8 or something.
I mean, I guess it depends on how much Levis improves, whether or not he's a friend. I mean, he's got a good build to him. I'll give him that.
What would you rank the teams in that division?
What, the
Do you at
AFC
least think
South?
we're better? Do you at least think we're gonna be better than the Colts?
No.
Wait, guys! Everyone mute except for the guy I'm talking to. All right, so the question is, are you going to be better than the Colts with Anthony Richardson? Well, Anthony Richardson will probably get hurt. So I mean, dude, I mean, honestly, the Titans, they seem like they're normally a 500 team. The Jaguars are probably going to be better than you, although Lawrence really has kind of been underwhelming in his career, to be honest.
No, I respect it. I'm just biased. I mean, I've been a fan since I was 8 years old, maybe. So I just always speak high of them. But I know we've always been trash. I mean, we had a good run in like 2019, 2020, 2021, but ever since we traded AJ Brown, we just been ass.
Yeah.
All right, I'll let someone else talk. That was my first question, I guess.
All right, man. All right, Carter, go ahead. Complete DGen, go ahead.
Yo, what's up, DG? What was my question? So college football starting. what do you think the outlook is for Ohio State?
Well, I mean, national title or bust, and they need to beat Michigan.
Amen.
That's pretty much it at this point. With what Day, what is he 1-3 right now against Michigan? It's a must, especially with Michigan. They don't have a quarterback.
True.
Anything else, man?
Are you gonna do any more World Trade Center videos? That's kind of what got me into your channel, but I'm interested in the politics and sports as well.
I hear ya. Those videos are kind of annoying to produce because they all have to go through different checks and things like that. And a lot of it is just like I've gotten like, I've done a lot of the videos, like a lot of the ideas are already done, things like that. So, but I probably will definitely do a 9/11 live stream and possibly more videos as well.
Dope.
Yeah. What this dude do a little duck sound? All right. Anything else, man?
No, I'm out.
All right. Let's not do that. All right, man. Let's not do it. All right, roommate, go ahead. What are you, a friggin' Chinese?
Are you talking about me?
Yeah, what's up? What is your avatar, man?
My avatar is the Big Chungus meme.
All right, man, go ahead.
It was like a couple of years ago. It was popular. Yeah, I was just going up to say hi. I'm a big fan of your channel. I just wanted to say that I support your cause. I support Donald, and that's all I'm here. I'm just here to listen to what you got to say to these guys.
Well, I really appreciate that, man. It means a lot. It's an important election, obviously. We know that, and I just can't picture Harris and especially Walz winning.
Yeah, that'd be interesting if that happens. I don't think it's going to happen, but a small chance that it does, that'd be really interesting. How that World War III would basically happen at that point.
Well, it'd be a lot closer to happening. I mean, if you vote for Kamala, it's an endorsement for World War III.
Well, same thing with Hillary back in 2016. I feel like there's a lot of connections between Kamala and Hillary. These two, in 2016 and 2024, it's kind of similar situation.
Yeah. I mean, we have the chat roast of people here, but all right, when it comes to my videos, do you want any new videos? What do you think of the job I'm doing?
I think you're fine, though. I do kind of miss some of that content about relocation stuff, because I remember there was a lot of talk about the athletics moving to Las Vegas and all of this quirks and things going on over there. Obviously, there's probably not a lot of news going on over there.
Well, absolutely. Those videos do well. On a per, how they grade things, it's per 1,000 views. You get like $7, $8, depending on the video. The sports videos do better in terms of like per 1,000 views, like significantly better than the political videos. So, 20K views on a video like that is really meaningful. And those athletic videos do well. But it's just like one of those things where I'm at the point where I can just like literally, I mean, with these political videos, I just screen record myself, barely do any edits and upload it, as opposed to doing like an athletics video. I've got to put all the photos in and everything like that and all the articles and do those screenshots. So it's more of just it's easier for me to do the political stuff, but if there is big news, I'll do it.
Okay, that's fine. Because I was say, do what you want. I don't like it when people tell other guys what to do, like, oh, make this type of video or make a video on this topic. I feel like YouTube channels should do what they want. Specifically the people. The YouTuber, I feel like what they should do is what they desire and not controlled by people,
Right.
All right. I have nothing else to say. I think I'm about done.
All right, well, thank you, man.
No problem.
All right, Eli, go ahead.
What's up, DG?
What's up, man?
I just want to know your thoughts on the tolerant left. They call us conservatives fascists, Nazis. they compare Trump to Hitler, like the Lincoln Project posting that. But no, they're the tolerant left. They're the party of the gays. They love the trans. It's just hilarious.
They're total hypocrites. They make fun of Trump for being fat, and then they say you can't say anything about fat people.
Yeah, and they're just, it's all one sided. It's just horrible.
No, I hear you. And it's 100% hypocritical with them. The democracy stuff, it's their rules. You see the debate, they're acting like fifth graders on their period. They just won't. There's just no. It's like everything has to be by them. And now she wants the mics not muted, but they were muted for Biden. And you have to agree to a June debate. And it's pampered little babies and they need their diaper. I mean, Biden did shit himself in Normandy.
And Whoopi.
She admitted to it. She said, yeah, I mean, she was trying to defend Biden. This is how dumb these people are. They were so obsessed with Biden. We got to remember, these people are already 0 for 1 with Biden because they loved Biden. They said Biden was going to be the win. So we have to, let's make sure everyone knows they're already 0 for 1 because Trump already beat Biden. And now they think they can do a switcheroo and just get away with it. That's not how it works. And then Whoopi Goldberg, I mean, she sees Biden shit himself and Jill has to like literally take Biden like out of the premises and the French leader was like, "Where'd Biden go?" And Whoopi's like, "Well, he shit himself. Yeah, we all do that." So I don't know.
Yeah, and then the DNC with the communist walls with the communist bow. He's just a total nut job.
He's a total I don't know, dude. But you know the rumors with Walls now. This is how I mean they're racist. They are racist because everyone was like, "Listen, the smart pick is Shapiro. Just pick Shapiro, Pennsylvania. It's the most important state. Whatever." And then there's all these racist people, just these radical people from Michigan. They're like, "No, we're obsessed with Palestine. We love Hamas. You're not going to pick him." So then they're like forced to pick Walls, and I mean, they're like, "This guy's a retard. We didn't even vet him." And now they're dealing with it. I mean, why would nobody would pick Walls? It was a panic pick. Walls had 2% chance in betting with like 3 days left. It was Roy Cooper. It was Shapiro, and then they're forced to pick this dude. And then they have Walls like at a table with Harris, and she's making fun of him and about he can't eat spices, and this is just all crap.
Yes, it's just dumb. And then Trump's all-star team with Tulsi and Elon and RFK. How much would they be favored by against Walls' high school team? Like -50, -60, -70, something like that?
Well, it's like a preschool going up against Ohio State. It's the biggest blowout. Let me answer this question. I got a donation here. Hold on. If the Democrats had a real primary, who do you think the nominee would be? Well, with the Democrats, like a real primary, I mean, I still think that's an interesting question because are you talking about because they did kind of ring it for Biden, but even if they did not ring it for Biden, I still think he would win. Or are you talking about after Biden said he was going to step down and then they would have the open convention? If they have the open convention, it would probably be Whitmer. That would be my guess. But I'd answer that.
All right, I think that's it.
All right, man. Well, thank you.
Yep.
Caden, what's up, man?
Hello. There we go.
Hey, who is this?
TriStar.
All right,
Just
man. Go.
doing the test.
Oh, all right. Go ahead, man.
Oh, not much. How you doing tonight?
Are you British, man? What's up?
No. I'm from East Tennessee.
Oh, yeah. No, you had a weird little.
I
It's
am
my
not.
bad.
Yeah, I don't. I don't know, but anyways, as we all know, week 1 starts in 3 days on Thursday night,
Right.
and I don't know what happened. Anyways, yeah. So week 1 starts on Thursday. What games are you looking forward to this weekend in terms of college football?
Well, with week one,
outside of the obvious ones.
yeah, with week one, it's tough. I mean, everyone's gonna say the Colorado game against North Dakota State. With week one, I did my predictions today. It's kind of ridiculous. It's a bunch of FCS teams. I mean, I predict like 60-7. I mean, these scores are just out of control. You're from Tennessee. I think Tennessee's gonna be very good this year. They're gonna obviously beat Chattanooga, but
Yes.
yeah, Tennessee is be good.
And by the way, I'm from Chattanooga, and that's one little thing the UT does every year is we do play one in-state G5 team every year, whether it's an FCS team or like an MTSU or something. And I will say this: I've noticed in a lot of your videos, DG, is that you pronounce Nico's last name wrong. It's not Imali, it's Iamaliava. I covered Tennessee, so
Iamali
to know
Lava.
Iamaliava.
Iamali Lava. Yeah. All right, man.
No,
Right. I think I
Iamaliava. I know he's Polynesian.
right.
Or he understands why people just call him Nico because it's just like DJ, his Uyunglele. Like these Polynesian names are so kind of funny, but they're so hard.
Yeah, well, DJ,
But
you can just call him DJU.
yeah, now I will say this: I called Tech beating Florida State. I called that. I don't know how many people did, but I seen on College Game Day they were sitting there talking about, oh well, Florida State's not going to just beat them; they're going to beat them badly. Tech's no good. No, I've said for a long time, my two teams to watch this year are Tech and Nebraska. I'm high on Nebraska.
Well, Nebraska does have an easy schedule. They're starting a true freshman, Dylan Raiola, though.
I know, but I think their defense is good enough to where it'll carry them. Like the only games that I guess you can say I'm marking down right now as a for sure loss is at Ohio State and at USC. I mean, Colorado, they get them at home. I'm not high on Colorado at all. Yeah, I know they got Shadur Sanders and Travis Hunter, but outside of that, they don't have anything. Dion refuses to recruit high school. Literally, he'll bring in like 50 transfers. He's the antithesis of a Dabo Swinney.
My name is Joe Biden, and I am hoping myself.
Hey, man, you got to mute that. Well, no, man, I hear
you. You gotta mute that, man.
All right, we need to keep everyone muted except for one person. And by the way, if I already talked to you, please leave the call so I know and I can see how many people are left. Things like that.
I don't want you guys in here.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
What about Horse?
He hears you, but you gotta mute that, man.
You haven't talked to me yet.
All right, man. What's up?
All right. Do you think that Ronald Reagan should crawl out of the depths of hell and be the DNC nominee?
Oh, I think that would be a great idea.
I think it would too. All right. Thank you.
All right, man. Hurricane, what's up?
I just want to say I love your stuff that you posted on the Twin Towers. Like I said, I've researched that stuff since it happened back when I was 11 years old. But I totally love your politics. Your support for Trump. I definitely support him as well.
All right, cool.
Man, we gotta keep it muted here, man. Come on. No. Hurricane, absolutely. And when it comes to the Twin Tower stuff, I got into that in like 2018, and then I got back into it when I saw the dude trying to climb down the tower. That's one of my biggest videos. It was the first video I ever did on my channel on the Twin Towers. The dude trying to climb down the towers, and he did climb to lower than where the impact zone was, but there was no window. I don't know if you've seen that video I did.
Oh yeah, I did. Have you heard of this guy named Rick Rescorla who worked for Morgan Stanley in the South Tower? He got basically everybody out of there, and unfortunately, he didn't make it. He got everyone out of his firm, and then rather than rather than leave with them, he went back up the stairs trying to rescue more people, and that's when the tower fell.
Yeah, there's a lot of stories like that. There was a group of people that were all together, and 4 of them went up because they wanted to try and go to the roof. 2 of them went down. The 4 that went up just died, and the 2 that went down made it.
Oh yeah, yeah. I've watched a lot of documentaries that
What are you gonna do for
have
content
like.
whenever Trump loses the election?
Oh my god.
What are you gonna do, buddy? You're gonna have
Oh
no
my God.
content for 4 years, unless you, of course, he loses, but then we cheated, so yeah, there's that too. But what's your plan for content for the next 4 years? You have that planned
Dude,
out?
go look at my top. See, this is the thing with these trolls, buddy. Go look at my top
Yeah, these
videos.
trolls,
None of them
these
are even.
trolls with your fake ass poll videos.
Go
Dude.
flip burgers.
I can't wait to see how you progress as a YouTuber in these next 4 years. Whenever Trump loses the election,
Dude,
I'm not even a
political
YouTuber. I guess you do have 2 options. That's not true, bro. You give the most biased polls out of anyone I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Oh my god, these trolls, bro. Oh my god, bro. Shut the fuck
Bro,
up.
chill out.
All right, I think. I don't know. I think he might have gotten banned.
Can't we just be civil?
Yeah.
I
But
mean,
yeah,
that pocket pussy's not gonna fuck itself tonight, so he needs to go do that.
Yeah. But yeah, I've just watched I've just watched a bunch of 9/11 documentaries, so I could tell you a bunch of stuff that I know, but I won't. I'll save your time.
I will smell your booty.
We
But
gotta
yeah,
ban this guy
nice,
as well.
It was nice talking to you, buddy.
All right, man. I appreciate it. Yeah.
Yep. Bye.
All right, AC, go ahead.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
All right, so
It was nice talking to you, buddy.
All right, man. I appreciate it. Yeah.
all right, I can't
got
hear
an echo,
myself, so
man.
D, tell me if I'm coming okay through.
All right, AC, go ahead. You got an
All
echo.
right, can you hear me all right?
Go
Can you
away
hear me
from your
okay?
computer, or go. You got to go away from your computer or wherever the echo is.
All right, so
It was nice talking to you, buddy.
Well, he just didn't. He had a malfunction. Big D, what's up?
Hey, I'm also a depressed ginger, by the way. I just wanted to know if you would Russell Wilson or Justin Fields to start for the Steelers.
Well, I would say Justin Fields just because he's younger. I think Russell Wilson's washed, but I think neither. I think both of those options are probably not great. But I think Fields, he's got running ability. He's still talented. I would give Fields a chance.
Cool.
All right, man. I appreciate that. That was nice. David, go ahead. Davey.
Yo, DG, can I ask a question since David didn't speak?
Absolutely.
Hey, so just want to say that your channel's dope, really dope, dude. Me and my grandma like to watch you all the time. I do want to say with Tim Walz being the VP for the Democrats, how bad do you think they slipped up with that decision, especially seeing that they skipped out on Josh Shapiro and also Mark Kelly? Just want to know your thoughts on that, and if you think that costed them the election as a whole.
Well, I think what happened is it was due to racism within their party. They were going to go with Shapiro. It was the obvious choice. Shapiro is like the white dude that's going to bring all, get all the white people in and whatever. And it's just right. I mean, the only reason they didn't pick him is because he was Jewish and he had said bad stuff about the Hamas people and the people that were protesting. And so they might have been worried that was going to lose them the Michigan vote because there's a lot of those type of people in Michigan. But I think the Walz thing was totally rushed. And you can tell because Walz never really had a chance in terms of the betting until the way end when he went way up. And you're right with Mark Kelly. Obama wanted Mark Kelly to lead the ticket if Biden did not endorse Kamala. But when Biden endorsed Kamala, everyone had to come around and endorse Kamala, and then she became the obvious choice. So there was no open convention. But you're right. That was a bad pick with Walz. And that's why every video I say, Walls is just, I mean, he can barely walk. He stumbles around everywhere. He's incompetent. It's so obvious, and so is she. But if they had Shapiro, there'd at least be some legitimacy to the ticket. So you're right.
Awesome, dude. Thanks so much, man. Peace, peace.
No problem. Henry, what's up, man? Or Kenny, what's up? Kenny? Taylor?
Hi, sorry. Sorry. I don't use Discord that much. I was trying to find the mute button.
Oh, that's fine, man.
Okay. So what's up, man?
What's going on?
I'm doing all right. What I was gonna say about Tim Walz was like I think it's also partially not just the anti-Semitism in the party. It's also got more to the fact that Josh Shapiro in a lot of ways would probably outshine her, and I don't really think they'd really like that.
Yeah, I mean, I can certainly understand that. You know, Trump does have that problem as well, where he doesn't want the VP to outshine him. But I could possibly see that. Although I do think with these Democrats, even Shapiro, they're all neutered. So even if he was outshining, they'd probably tell him to shut up and he'd do it. You know, I mean, they're all just like bitch boys.
Yeah, I'm not saying that's the main reason. I think it's just like a tier below that.
Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard that.
I don't really know. Yeah. So I don't really necessarily have anything else to say. I'm in this call. I'm just enjoying the conversation that you guys are having.
Yeah, man, this is going well. I appreciate it.
Can I say something real quick? I think the Dems, I think they're the FSU of politics. I mean, they're just suing everybody. I mean, like, Florida State, they're suing Paul Feinberg because that's the reason they're losing. I mean, I think the Dems are going to do the same thing. I mean, they signed RFK, and I think that's what cost them the election. They're just suing everybody.
Well, with the Dems, there's no middle ground with them. You're either on their team or you're not. If you don't believe in everything, it's an ideology. They're all atheists. Look at the recent poll. 67% of their support is like they're all atheists. I mean, they own that group, and so when you don't believe in anything, you need something to cling to, and so it's this party that they cling to, and then they start projecting when they say the Trump people is a cult. I mean, it's a literal brain chip. They all go from supporting Biden. Remember the narrative? Biden's the only one that can beat Trump. He's the only one that beat Trump, and then he has the horrible election. And they all leave, and there were still some dumbasses supporting Biden, but now they're all in on Kamala. So it's a religion with them. It's Democrats no matter what, and then they say, well, it's just because Trump is so bad. They were already swinging the narrative in 2022 because they were threatened by DeSantis, and they said DeSantis was worse than Trump. It doesn't matter who the Republican is. They're so entrenched, and now they're turning more communist, and so they're like, look, we got to keep this quiet. She needs to shut up because she's losing us votes whenever she talks. And that's why Harris isn't saying anything. And now Harris has come out and she's like, well, we're going to change all the rules to the debate. And if you don't agree to them, it's your fault. And you're the one that backed out. So that's really what's happening.
I have another question. There's a lot of rhetoric, I think, within my community and I think many other communities that Donald Trump is a racist, rapist, a sex offender, which I think is just absolutely untrue. But there may be things, like the locker room comments, which is just boys being boys, obviously, that some people will never vote for him just because that underlying rhetoric. What do you say against that, Mr. Depressed?
Oh, yeah, no. Trump's the only billionaire to have women lie about him and say he's sexually assaulted. Yeah, I mean, that's just what happens with these billionaires. Trump's a target, so they come after him. And the locker room thing, we're so far past that. That was a Democrat thing. That was a 2016 surprise. And I don't think anyone cares about that because if at this point Trump's so known, this is his third election now. They can say whenever they argue, they're like, oh, he's a sex, he assaults women and things like that. And they can say whatever they want. Trump's a major target, and they're going to come after him. Women want money.
Can I continue to ask you questions, or is that not okay? I mean, I'll stop.
I'd like to ask a question. I think a lot of other people would like to as well.
Yeah. Sorry. I just don't see many other people talking. But What do you think about Donald Trump having to pay a porn star when he's quote unquote the family party? I don't think porn is very good for the family.
Well, he got screwed with that because he told her to shut up and gave her money and she spoke. And that was even after the statute of limitations came off as well. And he's a billionaire. I mean, look at Kamala Harris's husband who cheats with like I would presume a very young uh, girl. So I think that's even worse.
Hey DG, I don't have a lot of time. Can I pop a quick question in?
All right, man, go ahead. Randy, what's up?
I'm wondering if I live in rural Pennsylvania. I don't know if it's just me, but I'm wondering if you've noticed the absolute lack of Harris Waltz yard signs. I remember back when Biden and Harris were running for president, I would see them all over the place, bumper stickers. But I've noticed that I have not seen one Harris Waltz yard sign. I'm wondering what you think about that.
There's been a lot of people, especially in the Rust Belt, that have said that as well. There's very little enthusiasm for these people. That's why you see they have the rallies at like barns and they go to these elementary school gyms. And then when they do have one big rally, they always have to like jazz it up. It's like one big rally a month and it's invite only. And then they pull the curtains down and say it's sold out when it's only like 10,000 people. There's very little enthusiasm for them. That's why they're using the polls for propaganda.
Thank you.
Yep.
I would also agree that the polls are all propaganda. Like, look at Wisconsin. Aren't they only up one? I mean, last year they were up 11, and they only won it by 1 point. I think the Republicans are going to win it crazily, probably by like 6-7 points.
Yeah, all right, Dave. We got a lot of other people. I appreciate it though. Hunter Biden's laptop. There's a big story about you.
Hey man, how you doing? I'm calling in from Australia.
Wow, what's up, man?
Hey, you've got a lot of fans down here, man. We love your work. I just wanted to know what your thoughts on Tulsi's endorsement was in terms of Trump's chances.
Right. Well, we did know it was going to happen, so that it's not like it's out of left field. So everyone knew it. That's why people are not making a huge deal about it. But I think Tulsi is going to be very important on the campaign trail. I got to be honest. I wanted Tulsi to be the VP because I think it would balance the ticket perfectly. I understand why Trump didn't do it, but Tulsi's a huge weapon, especially in a state like Virginia. If you get Youngkin, Tulsi, and Trump at a rally in Virginia, I mean, that's a dream team for that state, and I think Trump's got a good chance to win Virginia.
I agree. And I think it's going to sway a lot of Democrat or independent women, suburban women as well.
Absolutely.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, no problem.
I have some economy questions.
LSD.
Hello, how you doing?
Hello.
Hey, what's up, man?
My main question for you was, for a 2028 ticket, who would you like to see?
For a 2028 ticket, it is so hard because politics changes so much. Well, I think Vivek's going to be a major player. You know, I did like DeSantis. Unfortunately, seems like some of the luster's been taken off with him going up against the MAGA base. But I would say Vivek, maybe Youngkin, we'll see. I don't know if the MAGA base is really going to take to Youngkin. It's just like we're trying to understand if Trump wins here. I mean, it's probably going to be Vance, whether we like it or not. If whoever Trump endorses, I think as long as Trump wins in 2024, that's who it's going to be in 2028 because he's still going to have full control over the party because he would have won in 2024. And it's probably going to be Vance because he made him the VP. And Vance also is going to get a ton of experience. He's going to get a ton of spotlight. He's going to get all the name recognition being the VP of a winning ticket. And I would imagine it would be Vance. I think Vivek is an interesting guy. There's probably some other guys that we don't even know about that are going to be in contention as well. And that would be my answer.
Yep. Thank you.
Yep.
I have economy questions.
All right, go ahead.
May I?
Go ahead. Lajot.
All right. I'm not sure how far into this you want to go, but I'm a little concerned about each one of their economic plans. Thinking of like the 35 trillion debt. I noticed the stock market, it's like 36 times multiples right now. It's like the highest since like 1999, 1928. It's way too high for the stock market right now. It's like everything's high. And I'm really concerned, I guess, about what each of their plans are going to do to fix, the overall debt. And I guess right now we're paying just the interest is more than our military spending. I'm trying to figure out which one has a solution for this.
Well, unfortunately, what I would say is I think they're going to keep both kicking the can down the road. And the United States can do that because of how big our military is, but I think Harris would be worse. The amount of social programs they want, I don't know if you've heard the 25K down payment they're giving people as well. You've got student debt relief. I think Trump would be better in terms of the debt. Now, Trump does want another tax cut, which is bad for that. I don't think either of them necessarily are going to help that a ton because really that's not a sexy thing to run on.
Yeah, I guess I understand they don't probably want to talk about it because they're not going to get votes that way. What do you think of the returning of business back to the U.S.? It sounds like Trump's trying to make a deal with the corporations. We'll cut your taxes. I know he had a fight with Apple about it. He's talked to Musk about it. I think they're cutting jobs now with the IBM in China. Maybe some of them will come back here. What do you think of Trump's plan to fight with the corporations and offer that incentive to come back?
Well, when you're talking about getting jobs back from China, it's always very hard because they have different rules, they have different regulations. It's a lot easier for companies to produce product there. So you do have to give the tax cuts. You've got to do certain things. But I think anytime you can get jobs back in the United States is a good thing.
SpongeBob.
Oh my God.
The fuck was
All right,
that?
well, thank you. I guess neither one has a solution then.
I mean, you can maybe use tariffs, but
Well, Trump has proposed that.
Well, how do you,
All
is
right,
the
guys.
tariff
All
a
right,
tax or is that an encouragement?
Let's get through some people.
Okay, so I don't think you covered Kamala Harris, but have you covered her origin? I mean, like, from my brief understanding of where she came from, she seems like one of the politicians that just fucked her way to the top. I mean, am I wrong?
All right. Everyone else has got to mute.
I think Skywalker.
All right. Well, that was the Republican narrative with her with Willie Brown. I mean, she was.
Come over here and kiss me on my hot mouth.
Oh my God. Listen, we're gonna have to do something else other than this because this is.
Yeah. I think we were talking about doing a Zoom, and then we'd have the mods interview people for a quick call, and then they'd pass them to you, something like that.
Yeah, because this is just gonna keep happening. But to answer your question, that was what the Republicans were saying when she got in. She's really done nothing remarkable. They're trying to say she's this badass prosecutor. I mean, the first time I really heard about her was actually from Joe Rogan when they made fun of her because she was prosecuting black people for marijuana and sending them to jail. And then she bragged about doing it.
Yeah, it's my understanding that she was actually pretty light on crime. I mean, she released some pretty nasty people.
Did you see what she said about how she went?
Okay, guys, whoever that is, you gotta mute yourself, or we gotta get him out of here.
But what was I gonna say? Did you see her quote? I mean, she's got so many quotes from like the 2019 that they want everyone to forget because she was really liberal. But she was like, "Oh, I think murderers should be able to vote."
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
That is their demographic.
She's awful. Yeah, she's awful. I mean, we have something similar going on in Washington State, right? Our attorney general is running for governor, and on his record, I mean, he's literally released pedophiles, child sex offenders, people that really should be in jail. He's defended them.
Like Trump.
Oh,
SpongeBob.
Well, dude, wait, you're from Washington State?
Did you?
Yeah, I'm from Western Washington. And Western Washington is actually the only state that has had a blue governor for this many years in a row. It's literally vote blue no matter who. That is how the Seattle mentality works.
Yeah, how's Seattle?
It's awful. It's awful. I mean, you got homeless people in the streets, you got drugs and needles, condoms. It's an absolute mess. And the real problem is there's no government entity that's willing to come in and change things. It's all about control. No one actually wants to help the community and fix it. No one wants to make the city better, except Reichert. Anyway, if anyone's in Western Washington, vote Reichert. He's the only hope. There you go. Anyway,
You know the thing I hear about Seattle, it's really cloudy during the winter, but isn't it like really sunny during the summer, right?
yeah, it's not as bad as people make it out. The
Yeah.
weather's beautiful in the summer. We still have smoke, but you know, it's a really beautiful place, and that's actually a problem because too many liberals are moving here because they're finding out that Washington is a gem. So our politics. Okay, guys, come on.
Well, I think that's gonna do it for that. Listen, listen. We're not doing it with these people anymore. I give up. I give up. I'll just talk to the chat. That dude was good, man. The dude from Washington was good. I'm probably gonna get copyrighted for that too, dude. Dude, I've been getting just whenever you play music, you get copyrighted. Why are people so dumb? They have no lives. I mean, it's just we're trying to have a normal chat. I'm not doing that with these people. I mean, that's like the third person or the fourth person. I don't know why I'm looking at Drew Smiley. Dude, there's so much in this baseball shit. I'm sorry, everyone who was actually waiting. You need your mods to be on top of it. Well, actually, that's not even a mod thing. Anyone could technically join that link and play that music no matter what. The mods can eventually ban them, but they could still get away with doing it for a few seconds. Why do you have so many trolls all the time? Well, dude, if there's like hundreds of people, you know, people want to, they want to like, it's fun for them. I mean, I did, when I was younger, I used to troll, not like this, but on message boards. Yeah, we're going to have to do Zoom. No, I agree. We're going to have to do Zoom. It's just not possible. Because the thing is, I'll just have to unmute people and then mute them immediately and things like that. And I'll have full control and veto power. I agree. Dude, this dude is a loser. James Carville. It's okay, don't worry about it. I mean, yeah, it is what it is. What was that about Zuckerberg? Oh, a big thing came out about Zuckerberg where he admitted that they had censored the Hunter Biden story and the COVID stuff. And he said he was ashamed that they did it. And that, I think he sent a message to Jim Jordan or something. I was going to ask, do you think Trump will actually release the Kennedy papers, and why did he not the first time? Well, that's a good question, and I think it's all about perspective. So, especially someone like Trump who's never held a political position, there's a huge disconnect between what he thinks he can do when he gets in and what he can actually do. A lot of it's based off of relationships, doing certain things. If you release that, this agency's going to get mad. If you release this, that agency's going to get mad. It's a lot more intricate than we think. But I think probably because RFK Jr. is involved, a lot of it's going to be released because that's something huge. Trump said earlier today that he regretted a lot of decisions in 2016 that he made in terms of appointing people. Dude, this guy can't even talk.
You can't pick your relatives. And if Bobby Kennedy lived in a more humane country, they would have him in a nice rubber room and, you know, 3 hots in a cot and take care of this guy. He has no business being out on the street mixing and mingling with.
At this point, who still uses Facebook? Well, they did upgrade their interface. I never used Facebook. Do you read private messages? I try and read private messages, yeah. David Packman, he's a liberal beta boy. It went first. You asked about the Titans, yeah. Debate liberals on liberal discords. I don't even have. Where are liberal discords? The only discords I have are mine and a crypto community. Have us interview these people and we will do it Zoom before they are wackos. What is Schumer going to be for Halloween? He's a roach. Yeah, Eli, we'll have to set something up. But I mean, technically they can still get in. But Yeah, we'll set something up to where it's a better threshold, so because that was kind of ridiculous. To be fair, anyone could just join it and wreck it. If I do Zoom, I can just if somebody does wreck it, I'll just cut them off immediately with a mute. What is bro babbling about? Nobody can understand him, and he's saying that he's the one saying that RFK needs to be put in an institution. We can't even understand what you're saying. Please explain when and how we will see the effect of a loss of electoral votes from all the people moving out of the blue states. I think the census, so 2030. So not until 2030. So the 2028 election, I believe the electoral votes are going to be the same, but when they do the updated census with the population shifts, that's when you'll see it. So 2032. Their interface is always sucked. Oh, it was horrible. It was horrible, but I think they got it upgraded a little bit from what I saw. Well, I do think Alabama is going to vote for Trump. Yes. Almost every Discord is liberal, like Reddit. I actually wanted to speak. I disagree with some things, but I've got some things that you'll find interesting. Well, I mean, I wasn't going to stay in there. Debate with liberals on our politics. I mean, they just downvote you to shit. Video of yeah, I saw that video of NJ. That was a crazy video. Can't you just mute them on Discord? I don't think I have that power to do it in that type of channel. Moderator for Barry Cunningham's YouTube stream. I'm happy to mod here if you need a backup. Yeah, I could use some more help for sure, man. Did you see CNN making fun of RFK? Yeah, but dude, that's what they do. They lash out. You think Trump will win Pennsylvania? Yeah, I do. By like around 2.5 points, I'd say. Yeah, I do remember. Tucker was really pudgy. Remember that? You're gonna start your own political channel? I mean, it's hard, man. Anything on YouTube is pretty hard generally. I'll be honest. You really have to just upload, constantly upload, and also do good thumbnails. Try and make it professional, things like that. I mean, that's like the lowest barrier. I tried to go on Discord, but it wouldn't let me in. I think everyone's gonna be able to get in on Zoom if we do that. What's funny is I am the single cat lesbian of color, but I can't stand the left. That is pretty ironic. Do you think Virginia is play for Trump? I do. I mean, I think there's either been 2 or 3 straight polls that have Harris up by 3. So it's definitely in play, especially with Tulsi now on board, with Youngkin and everything. If you wanted to take a college football question, I'd like to hear your take on the Fighting Irish this year. Listen, I think Notre Dame, they've got to go they got to go 10-2 if they want to make the playoff. And that's a big week 1 game on the road at A&M, man. That's a huge week 1 game. So I think Notre Dame goes 10-2 and makes the playoff. I predicted them to make the playoff. Do you read any books? I really don't read many books anymore. I mean, I really never did, honestly. What are you thinking the final numbers of the election are going to be? What I think Trump around like 306 probably electoral. Maybe 312, I don't know. A-okay, I appreciate that. Thank you. Roanoke. Yeah, that was the Roanoke poll I saw. Boston just lost both games of doubleheader. Police fireworks. Yeah, what happened to the Red Sox, man? The Red Sox have been floundering for like 3 straight years. Vance is the party future. I wouldn't say that. I mean, a lot of it depends. A lot of it depends. What are the chances Trump wins California? About a negative percent chance. Who is the Notre Dame QB? Riley Leonard, transfer from Duke. Do you think Georgia Tech has a shot at making the college football playoff? They have a pretty good. They can start 7-0. Yeah, I don't know, man, about Georgia Tech. I feel like they might go like 9-3. I don't think they're gonna make the playoff. I know people really like them, but I think it's like a combination. It's a week 0 game. It's in Ireland. It's fluky. Yeah, I know. I got to make one of the channels private on Discord. Going to bed. All right, man. Nice stream. Do you watch Hammer 6? I don't know who that is, man. No, I don't. Would I date a subscriber? I'm not gay, man. I mean, dude, I got a massive male audience. I think any political channel is massively male. Political sports. Are you a car guy? Not. I mean, I have looked at some nice cars recently, but I'm not a huge car guy. I'm not obsessed with them, but I would like to buy a nice car. Yes. Do you think Biden secretly wants Trump to win? But dude, I know people have been saying that. I think Biden's too far gone to even be all there to even think like, oh, I want revenge. I just think he's so far gone. It doesn't even. Vivek will be president in 2028. I think that's a bit unlikely. Ever build? Yeah, I've built sets. Yeah, a lot of the sets are just so large. I just can't build them, honestly. I can set up the Discord. Yeah, if you want to do that, message me on and I'll make you a mod if you know how to set that up. I don't watch Steven Crowder. I mean, I saw like a few podcasts with Steven Crowder, but I don't watch Steven Crowder personally. RFK just posted about Justice League assembling with Tulsi Journey. Oh, the super team, man. The super team. I don't think there are any females. Yeah. What cryptos do you have? I have a lot of cryptos, man. I have a lot of AI cryptos. A lot of AI cryptos. I'd be the best president. Well, I think I might need a little more experience. No, thank you, man. Can I bring back the vlogs? I would like to do vlogs, honestly. Have you found the Lego South Tower? I got both the Twin Towers. The problem is I had both of the Twin Towers in the background, but I got this new camera and then there was this really bad because the towers are like there's these really little lines and it made it really like annoying to look at behind me. So I had to move the towers. I do have both towers. They're both Lego. They're both around 2,000 pieces. Total cost was like $140. Start a stage on Discord. Yeah, I'll do it another time, man. I'll do it another time. SV, yeah, SV's been very solid. I agree. Would I ever run for office? I would not run for office now. Do we have to wear suits? Oh no. It's not going to be where you have to show your face or anything. I think that'd be awkward. It'll just be like like a radio. There is a Lego Tower 7. There's an entire set that's like $700, but it's like the entire complex. It's with the Marriott with buildings 4, 5, and 6 too. I would love for Trump to have Vivek as his press secretary. I mean, I think Vivek is gonna. They were talking about Vivek taking Vance's seat, so I don't know. We'll have to see. Nvidia earnings they are expect. Yeah, I think the AI boom with crypto is going to happen with a lot of these really small micro. I mean, I already saw it in March. There were several of them that did 130 X's, but I don't even think that's the highest. No, I don't have Instagram. You could have muted them. Not in the way it was set up. I didn't have that power. It was a community thing. What are the chances we have a winner by election? And I think they're pretty high. I think they're pretty high. I'm so mad. I really wanted to talk to you. I mean, we did. I think we got like maybe 7 or 8 good people, and then there were like 3 trolls or something, or 2 trolls. We only got through like 7 people. Do you have the Lego Titanic set? I don't, but I mean that is a cool set for sure. That's a cool display piece. Are you going to get the Trump Tower Lego building? You know what? I did see that. I might get it just for funny, like for a funny video, because I know a lot of people that follow me are Trump fans. Is there a good Freedom Tower Lego set? Yeah, I could send you some links of it. It'd be on AliExpress. Yeah, I know. Tulsi has got to go on the campaign trail. It's so important. Carville, I can't even understand him. He's a clown. He's trying to say that RFK is this horrible person. He got triggered by him. You have a Twin Tower snow globe. You should try and set up a Zoom now. We'll do it during the next stream, man. I mean, it's already been like, I've already been streaming for an hour now. Do you think polls are being suppressed? Well, that's the narrative that, yeah, they're not releasing many polls right now. I mean, I don't know the last time there's some of these sites have released polls. Like, I haven't seen an ABC poll in a while. I sent you a Discord friend request. All right. Yeah, I remember doing Titanic videos. Do you think Lego will ever make an official Twin Tower set? Probably not. Yeah, I do need to screen people. You're right. You're right. Did Tulsi have weight in the 2020 primaries? It was kind of similar to like all the others, and then there not many people had much weight. It was more of like Elizabeth Warren, Biden was high. I think it was like only those. There might have been a few others, but then they all dropped. Oh, and Bernie Sanders. Then they all dropped out and supported Biden to beat Sanders. But just the idea of Tulsi, you know, a woman of color, it's very important for Trump to, you know, that's a very important thing. Why didn't fighter jets intercept? Well, they just didn't have the time. Odds of Trump winning Minnesota. I'd say like a 25% chance at this point, maybe a 20. Stock market is just too high. I hope it keeps going higher, man. If we get a stock market crash. If Trump wins, do you think they will come up with a scandal to try and refuse to certify the election? Yeah, I saw Raskin, the one Congress dude or whatever. He said something about that. Oh, because Trump did January 6th, so he's not eligible because he incited an insurrection. That's what they said. I don't know if they'll do that. I mean, it would be a total mess if they tried to do something like that. Why does Kamala want to sit down debate? Well, she wants notes, like to be able to write down notes, but I don't know why she'd want to necessarily sit down. It's kind of good night, TC. Are there Lego sets of the financial district? Yeah, I've seen one. I haven't seen it in a while. Yeah, I've seen one, but it costs a decent amount of money. If Tulsi was VP, Trump would have already won. I know, dude. I feel like the thing with Trump is he's already trying, like he's playing to win. I mean, he's compromising certain things, and a lot of right wing people don't like that. But seriously, if you were playing to win, you should have just picked Tulsi, honestly. Or I guess Youngkin. Some people say Youngkin. Flight 93 hijacker pilot wrote his diary. He was having thoughts of backing out and running away. I heard someone say that as well. I did hear someone say that. Will World War III happen under Harris? I mean, I hope not, but I think it's not going to de-escalate under Harris. I don't know if it's going to happen under Harris, but it's not going to de-escalate. It's very hard to predict World War III because everyone predicts it, and of course we haven't had a world war since, I mean, hopefully coming up on 100 years, in a few decades. You think October surprise is another June 2020? Huh. So you mean they'll actually replace Biden? I don't know. It's hard to say. It depends. I think how well she's doing in her internal polls. I mean, the public polls, they don't care about them. They care about their internals. Kamala doesn't want Trump to tower over her. That's interesting. Yeah, that is interesting, honestly. Do you think President Obama is the reason why the Democratic Party ended up like it is today? Do you think they were already trending in that direction? I mean, honestly, I don't think like this. All of this, I think a lot of it is just like how far the LGBT community has gone, and all it, like that's really started all of it, and the acceptance to it. But the liberals, they've always been very accepting, but now it's like next level. It's like a religion for them. I mean, Obama definitely. When you're in office for 8 hours, or when you're in office for 8 years, you know, as a Democrat, that's just going to have impact on that ideology and pushing it forward and pushing a lot of different Democrat ideas forward. Do you think the October surprise is Biden steps down? I mean, it depends. It depends what what Harris's polls look like. I think if she needs a boost. Kamala is ducking Trump. I know, she is ducking him. Trump is 100% going to win Michigan and Virginia. Yeah. I mean, I don't know about 100%. 99 cents. Nasty, I appreciate it. UNLV? Yeah, Ricky White's a really good receiver. They might win like 8 or 9 games, I could see. Trump's first term is 6 out of 10. Yeah, I mean, it depends what you're comparing him to, but I can definitely understand that. There will be no debate. It'll be interesting to see how they swing it if there is no debate. If she backs out and then she's like, well, you backed out. She's just going to blame him. She'll just blame him. Sex tape. Yeah, I've heard people say that a sex tape with her is going to leak in October. There's going to be a really nasty book coming out about her and Biden. Those books are always good. There's going to be some bad stuff. She's just nasty to everyone around her, apparently. So we'll get that coming out. What's up? I missed the call. Yeah, it ended up just being a trolling thing, unfortunately, but we got some people in. What will happen after the election? Well, I think Trump's going to change a lot of what's going on in the country. I mean, Trump did say that he was going to change pretty much everything day one. So as long as he wins, I mean, it depends who wins when it comes to after the election, but we're going to have a lot more stable country, I think. That's for sure. I would be happy to debate these wacko liberal trolls. Well, unfortunately, the one dude just started playing really loud music. I mean, I don't even know if he's a liberal, I would imagine, but Trump is leading on Polymarket 51%. Yeah, I know that updates every day. It is what it is. Rasmussen poll is the most accurate. Rasmussen is pretty accurate. I don't know about the most accurate. Kevin who sucks. There you go. How do they prevent fraud in the swing states? I appreciate that. It's a nice donation. That's a big donation. Pennsylvania counts for days. That's why at workers. Well, it's hard it's impossible to prevent total fraud, But what they've got now, according to Trump, is this huge apparatus. They've got a huge apparatus of poll watchers now. So they're trying to combat it at least. But you're right, it is impossible to prevent all voter fraud. I think even liberals admit there is some voter fraud. But dude, I've been hearing all this stuff about how thousands of people that are not registered getting removed from ballots in Ohio and these states. I mean, what's going on? I mean, this is Texas. They were removing people that weren't eligible, but they were going to vote. You're not worried about the direction the election can go. Oh, the election can go 100 different ways. There's probably going to be 3 or 4 more big things, I would say. RFK did confirm on the Tucker interview that Trump asked him to be the VP. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. RFK is dropping out of the swing states and not the rest. Correct. He's dropping out of the 10 swing states. Make a 9/11 video where you visit Ground Zero. You know, I was going to go to New York City back in 2020. The pandemic canceled it. How many communist bows do we get? Oh, during the debate? That would be amazing if we got communist bows. Just happened in Virginia. Yeah, Virginia's really tightening things up, thank God. Show us other Twitter headlines. Yeah, we'll take a look, see if there's anything going on. Yeah, it's basically Zuckerberg. The Zuckerberg stuff looks like the big stuff tonight. Mitt Romney trending with McCain. What did Romney say? Did Romney endorse Harris? Sometimes people just trend randomly. I mean, where's... No, wait. Romney, Bush, McCain. Oh, they're aides. Endorsed. Worries, not work. Yeah, I understand, man. They say elections are fair and honest. Yeah, and then they don't want to pass the SAFE Act, which just makes it fair, and they don't want to pass it. Why would they not want to pass that? Thoughts on David Axelrod? He's a liberal mouthpiece. He's really far left. I mean, he'll come out and say some true stuff about polls, but he's a big time liberal. He's a big time liberal. What is the point of locking up Trump if JD Vance and all of Trump's allies can still campaign for him? Well, their argument would be, well, he's in prison. How can you elect someone in jail? Things like that. But I don't think they want to. I don't think they want to lock him up. I think it would be bad for them, and I think they know that. I think everyone wants Trump to just appeal it to hell, and so he doesn't go to jail, and it'll be solved after the election, and he'll just pardon himself if he wins. But I don't think he'll go to jail either way. It doesn't matter. Would Kamala certify her own defeat? Oh, man. You want to talk about an amazing thing that would be. Yeah, because she's the vice president. Well, the House for sure. The House for sure would go for Trump. Axelrod's an Obama aide, yeah. What's the stance on the transgender mindset? I think it's mainly a trend that's been hyped up by social media. I mean, imagine it's definitely a social media thing. I'm sure there are very rare cases where it is with people's minds, and I understand, but it's so rare. And now, so what they've done is they've said, well, it's acceptable, so that's why more people feel comfortable coming out. I don't think that at all. The human body is different. Males have more testosterone. That's just the reality. That's going to make us act differently. It's not like, I just think, and especially with young people, like it gets really bad with young kids and confusing them, and that's not good. Another mug. Yeah, they don't want that. Another mugshot. That would be another nice tweet. Do you think RFK Jr. or Tulsi Gabbard will register as a Republican? I mean, maybe Tulsi. I don't think RFK would. I think RFK is trying to keep the fact that he's like an independent and he's just supporting Trump because he says the liberals are so bad. That's what I would imagine he's doing. Libs and rhinos say that Trump has dementia. That's just cope. That's not true at all. I mean, no, I don't even think I haven't even heard that even from them. Would you swap out Vance for Tulsi? Well, I wanted Tulsi originally, but it's like it's just a really weak look if you do that, to be fair. I mean, I don't know what effect it would actually have in terms of like optics. I mean, it wouldn't be good optics, but I don't know. I can't really say like, oh, it would be bad for a week and then everyone would forget about it. But it's like, no, I mean, swapping out Vance is just a really bad look for optics. When is Joe Rogan going to endorse Trump? I mean, I would imagine he probably will at some point because of RFK now. Do you think someone else besides Vance should be the VP? I think it's Vance at this point. I mean, I wanted someone else originally, but I don't hate Vance or anything like that. I think people, VP is just it's not really that important. If Trump is sent to jail, he wins in a landslide. Yeah. RFK could potentially help control the reins on Trump if he gets put in Trump's administration. Well, I mean, RFK does have some liberal thoughts. I mean, I know there are some conservatives that are worried about that. Trump on the Joe Rogan experience, I would imagine it would happen. I mean, Rogan has to understand you only live once. This is a presidential candidate. I mean, this is a big thing. Trump was already on Theo Vaughn. Trump goes on these smaller podcasts like Nelk and things like that. So, I mean, Trump would do it. I know Rogan does not want to go to, he wants the podcast to be in his studio. Is Vance a good choice, anyways? Oof. I mean, Vance, I would have probably went with Vivek, but I understand Vance is a really sharp dude. He's a really smart guy. They did kind of smear him. The left smeared him immediately and called him a women hater, unfortunately, and that kind of stuck a little bit. That's why Vance has so much hate, because they were able to define him. But again, a lot of that's mainstream media. Look at Walls and the Stolen Valor, but he still has a higher approval rating. It's because it's all mainstream media. Like, that people just follow mainstream media, and he's shown and depicted as more nice and positive than Vance. Feels like he was sentenced a while ago. Well, that's how these things work, dude. They get dragged out for so long. Just imagine if Rogan has the entire what on a podcast you're saying? Coalition? Yeah. You're trolling. Come on, you're trolling, RB. I know. Come on. Walls. I like. I think it's Waltz, but people say Walls. I don't know. Yeah, I saw Tulsi endorse Trump. That was a big thing. Life insurance. I understand. No, I understand. I understand. But I'm just saying, if you want to risk it, there's better options. But I understand. Yeah, he's trolling about Wolves. He was your coach, yeah. Oh God. Did you watch Trump on the All In podcast? No, I didn't see that. Oh, it's on Jimmy Kimmel. I mean, he's just the typical leftist late night show host. I mean, similar to Colbert, but maybe a little bit less aggressive, if you know what I'm saying. When are they out of the park baseball? That's a nice shout out. I remember doing some of those. I like that simulator game. Dude, imagine they had a simulator game like that for college football or the NFL. I mean, that shit's amazing with how in depth that is. RFK swing state and non-swing states both need to vote Trump. Yeah, no, I agree. That the one lady's like, "Oh, I'm an RFK supporter. Can Trump supporters please vote for RFK in non-swing states?" No, that's not going to happen. We need Trump to win the popular vote. Well, Britain's in a horrible. The UK, I think, is in a really bad spot. But I mean, who knows? I'm not there. Can Trump flip Hawaii with Tulsi? Yeah, he can. No, I'm kidding. What is Hawaii, 4 electoral votes? I mean, that'd be a nice flip. Do you think Pennsylvania gets called on election night? I do think it does. As in, like, I'm at around 1:32 a.m. I think the Lions are good, Ben. Maybe 11-win team. Well, that's what Harris and Wall's strategy is. They just want to try and have joy. They don't really care about policy, obviously. A-OK, Coach Walls was your coach in high school. He taught you the communist bow for your team celebration and gave you tampons if you played good. We also joined for a January 6th prayer before games. Well, that's, you know what? That doesn't surprise me. He does have a good communist bow. I gotta give him that. UConn to the Big 12 lock. I haven't been following that, but I think it's going to happen probably eventually. I'm terrified that either Texas or Florida will flip blue. No, there's no way, man. Flip Colorado. I don't think they're going to be able to flip Colorado. Flipping Colorado seems very hard at this point. Win total for the Patriots. I mean, maybe 5 games. I saw Drake May played well in the preseason. Joy and feelings. Well, dude, the reason they can do the joy and feelings is because they have control of the mainstream media. So I mean, if they didn't have the mainstream media, they've got no substance to anything. But like, they can do this rah rah, you know. But I saw even Democrats now turning on Kamala in terms of her not talking to the media. Some Democrats are like, listen, she need to talk to somebody. Even people that want her to win. Hawaii is the best undefeated team. I mean, they didn't even cover that spread, though. That's the problem with Hawaii. We need that Daytona rally. We need a Daytona rally with Trump, Elon, Tulsi, DeSantis, RFK Jr., and it's 200K people, and they all hold up like an American flag or like the colors for the American flag, and you just get that visual with Trump in the middle. I mean, how do you lose the election with something like that? But I think the safety would be a problem. I think Trump is lying about deportations. Well, dude, I saw the plan and I'm a little bit concerned. It's all going to be local stuff, like local governments. I don't know. Seems like it's going to be hard to deport that many people trying to do it low key. Win total for the Commanders. I mean, Daniels looks decent. I mean, I'll go 6 or 7 wins. Daniels has got to put on weight, though. North Carolina favored against Minnesota. That's going to be like a toss-up game. How do you think about Georgia? I mean, Georgia's they're going to make the playoff. They're going to be a top team to win the national title again, obviously. I mean, they're just really talented. Brian Kemp will help Trump. Yeah, that's good that they mended fences. They needed to because Kemp is liked in Georgia. Yeah, dude, I do just exaggerate that. You know, if any liberals are watching, it's just good to troll them. Dude, should I say like there? Should I try and say like there's 300K outside waiting? No, but normally I go like I go like there's 19K inside, and then on the outside there's 40, 50, 60K. And then I'll go like sometimes they're oversampling Dems by 5, 10, 15, 25 points. There was actually a poll that did oversample Dems by 23. Will Fetterman endorse Trump? That would be hilarious. Dude, that would be hilarious. They would denounce Fetterman and say that he's got like the liberals would they probably would just be like, "Oh, he's got some issues." If Fetterman endorsed Trump. Do you know how much Kamala? I did see Kamala raised a lot from some video from a liberal, but I don't know the exact numbers. I know Trump was actually out raising Biden, but normally Democrats outraise Republicans. Native Americans want the Redskins logo back. I know a lot of them do. It was white people that changed it. It was liberal white people that changed it and said it was racist. They didn't talk to the natives. Or they talked to like one native when most of them wanted it to stay because they viewed it as a good thing because they like gave them notoriety. Do you think Georgia goes undefeated? They probably lose a game, I would say. I don't know. I'd have to see their schedule, but they probably lose a game. They probably go 11-1. Will Harris get more votes? No, she won't. It's going to be a lower turnout election anyways, but there's no way she gets as much votes as Biden did. How long have you been a conservative? I guess since 2015. I saw the Zuckerberg stuff. But dude, it's just confirmation of what we already knew, but I guess it's good. Trolls are getting so word desperate. That's why they're coming. Well, we actually haven't had many trolls. I mean, I guess during the Discord call, but it seems like there's really not many on here. Or my mods just kicked them before I could see them. I think Trump has a pretty good chance to win the popular vote. I think it's 50-50 right now, I'd say. Texans, 49ers Super Bowl. I don't know if the 49ers are going to make it again. Yeah. Oh man, there's some good stuff. The best exaggeration when Hunter was screaming. Yeah, dude, I think that video might be I might have said that in the video that I got that I got 1,000,000 views on. I don't know. That might have been that video. Yeah, that was the video. That was the video because if you look at it, it's the meeting. The biggest video I've ever had was me reacting to the meeting that they had at Camp David. It was like the Bidens lose it, freak out during meeting. Trump want to fire entire administration. Are you gonna not sleep during the election night? I mean, hopefully if it's over by 3, then I'll be able to sleep a bit. Yeah, it depends when it's over by. I mean, the people on the West Coast have it the best. Imagine if you're on the West Coast, it could get called by like 11:30 Pacific time. That'd be crazy. Imagine if you're in Hawaii, it might get called at 10:30 because they're 4 hours behind me. But I might be in the central time zone during the election. So that should help. What if Bernie Sanders endorsed? That's never going to happen. I mean, even though Bernie's like going through the motions, you can tell he doesn't like Kamala, but he's still towing the party line. What happened with Zuckerberg? He admitted that the liberal big tech, like the Biden-Harris administration, pressured him to censor COVID stuff, pressured him to censor Hunter Biden laptop, and they did it. So we've all been vindicated. I could see Trump getting to 77 million. I think they'll probably both be lower, honestly. It's going to be a lower turnout. Yeah. Just because the 2020 election with all everyone says it's going to be a lower turnout. A lot of it had to do with the amount of mail-in 2020 and just the fact that they were both record highs. What will you do post-election? You're like the one dude. the one dude. Well, dude, I had a channel before politics. It's like people don't know that. But I've done a lot of different things before politics. but mainly it was mainly college football, I guess. Obama endorsement incoming. It's all over. Obama's gonna endorse Trump. Nobody likes Harris, even her own campaign. Yeah, no, I agree with you. That is gonna come out. She's really nasty to her own to her own team. It's gonna come out in October. What do you make of all these 538 videos talking about Harris being 17 points? As in, like, what do you mean 17 points? As in probability 17 points? I could see maybe, but not. There's no way she's 17 points ahead. Did Kamala ramble about loving DEI today? I don't know if that was today or a previous clip. They've been bringing back a lot of previous clips from her, so you got to be careful on that. But I mean, it's still bad. Can you moderate a Kamala Trump debate on Discord? I would just live stream it. Are you going to be up all election night? I mean, hopefully the election doesn't go until. I mean, I'll be up until it's over, unless the same thing happens where it takes days and then it's going to be bad. Will Trump beat Medicare? He might beat it to death. I don't know. Kamala's stepdaughter didn't shave her armpits. Really, with the cow tattoo, that girl you're talking about? Oh. The polls have been skewed. Yeah, the polls are all fake, and these libs, I mean, they're just lashing out. Dude, they'll be like, I did it a few times. I just troll these people. Like, anytime there's a bad poll for Trump, I'll just be like, this is fucking bullshit. I'll just say it in like a tweet, and then there's all these liberals. Oh, you're crying, you're coping. You're just trolling these people. You just gotta say, oh, that poll is bullshit. Just say it's a fake poll. We're wasting our time. But no, seriously, a lot of these polls are fake. They basically are. I remember you from the Sportix channel. Man, I have 0 videos saved from that, dude. I have 0 videos. That's actually crazy. That's got to be like that's like a different dimension. So you knew me. You remember that channel, dude? How many subscribers did I have? 3K maybe? 3K, maybe 4K. I'm kind of regret deleting it because I had a lot of crypto subscribers on there, man. Dude, but I was a dummy. Holy crap. Yeah, better not take days again. That's ridiculous. I love you, bro. Proud troll saying that. Do you love me? Well, I mean, I love you as a friend, man. How many years does Biden live until after he leaves office? Well, yeah, there's a lot of people that ask me that question. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know his aging process after he leaves. I think he's doing. I mean, he's already a walking corpse. Honestly, I don't know. They didn't cheat with illegal votes. Well, they did manipulate the election with the laptop, and even I mean now Zuckerberg admits it. So I will have to do a video on that because I've been saying that, and now Zuckerberg's admitted it, so I can talk about it again. Dude, RB, dude, Alex will just say, Alex will just say, we know all the internal numbers. Trump's really up by 15 to 20 points. They lower it. It's like, Alex, wait, you're talking about just the general election? Trump's up by 20 points? He'll just say random numbers. Will Trump flip Oregon? I don't think so, man. Where's your YouTube 100K award? It's in my room. Oregon is not really deep blue. I would say it's like It's definitely it's solid blue, but it's not deep blue. If there's a difference, because it's like +10 or +15. Yeah, that guy. Tate, don't worry about that guy. That guy's a clown. I'm done with the keys, man. Not the keys again, please. Not the keys. He could take his 13 keys and shove them up his ass. What if someone told him that during an interview? Dude, there was this funny AI thing, and it was like some old dude with these keys like crying on the ground. It was hilarious. How will you react if Kamala wins? Well, I have two options. I can either go viral, try and go viral, or give a realistic reaction. But and it also depends, because if it gets dragged on again, it's kind of like it needs to happen like on the election night for me to get a good reaction from me. Because if it gets dragged on for days, then it's kind of different. Will Trump get over 300 electoral votes? Yeah, he should get over it. 538 or real clear? Oh, real clear is definitely. I mean, anyone will tell you real clear. Well, I mean, Alex was right Alex is right that Trump is number one, Elon's number two, and then I think he said Tucker's number three. He said he said himself was number four, and then Rogan was number five in terms of most people they're trying to take out. Check poly market. I mean, it's maybe there are a few prop bets that we could look at, I guess. Yeah, so someone told me this. Trump was at 50 to 49. Popular vote, Harris is at basically 75. Virginia, Harris is at 83% chance. JD Vance, 1% chance of being replaced. Do a Zoom call, dude. No, it's. We'll do a Zoom. I will do a Zoom call because it'll be easier. We'll do a Zoom call though. Not today though, but I mean, sometime I'll do a Zoom call. Georgia Democrats are panicking because the border members aren't. Yeah, I saw the thing that was going on in Georgia. What do I think about Harris getting away with not doing an interview? Well, I mean, to be fair, finally, liberals are now starting to say she needs to do interviews, even liberals that support her. But some of the really far left people are like, no, she doesn't need to do anything. She's winning. She shouldn't have to explain anything. Do you follow Trump? Yeah. Even if Trump loses, I think there's a chance he will become an independent or start a new party with RFK and Tulsi. They could win in 2028. I think it's pretty much it for Trump, honestly. I don't know, man. I think he's getting up there in age. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. Did you see Walls trying to eat a hot sauce with Kamala? She told him, yeah, that's what I was talking about. She did tell him like to eat a cantaloupe, but I did change it to suck on a cantaloupe. To be fair. The best presidential predictor is the first name of the VP. JD becomes before Tim. So yeah, so Trump's winning. Do I watch any cartoons? Not. I used to watch some cartoons, not anymore. It's hard for me to watch a lot of TV now, honestly. Found you on the 9/11 videos. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. What was your final election prediction? I don't remember. I had Biden. No, I'm kidding. I had Trump winning. I had Biden getting 400 electoral votes. Political machine, dude. I got to get better at that game. I was horrible at that game. There was a political machine 2024. I saw it. Why are they using Dominion? To be fair, I don't think the Dominion was the big issue, but people thought it was a bit of an issue. I don't know. I heard because Fox got sued by Dominion. To be fair, and they had to pay 77 million or something, or I don't know. It might have been way more than that. Maybe it was like 700 million. Political machine. Do you see Mike Pence in the public? I think Mike's pretty much done. I think Mike might try and run for mayor. No, I don't know. Next Titanic video? Whew. That's a good question. It's hard to say, honestly. I have been to the Trump Tower in Chicago, actually, yes. Trump looks a lot younger. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, a lot of it is makeup, but no, I agree. I think in general, just his stamina is also younger. Will Bo Nix be the best rookie QB? I think the rookie QBs look pretty good. Bo Nix does look good. I think Daniels looks good. May looked good. Williams looks good. But it is the preseason. See, I mean, you asked me my initial reaction to Biden winning. The Biden winning was like a slow moving car crash because we knew it was going to happen. Because the problem is it didn't happen like all together on election night. It took like 3 days, but we knew like once Biden flipped these certain states, he was probably going to win. And then, so it was really hard to give a reaction because it's like it was a slow moving thing. Biden Harris will run it back. I don't think Biden's going to be a-okay to do that. you got me? Am I dating anyone? I mean, people keep asking me about this type of stuff. No, I'm not dating anyone. People are asking, I mean, this is Trump 2 rallies a day. Trump's going to have 2 rallies, and then he's going to have a massive rally of 200K people. He needs to have a massive rally. Somebody needs to tell him to have a massive rally. It'd be the most epic thing ever. Trump can do it because if he can get 100K people, and I'm not embellishing, they said there was 100K people during in the spring in New Jersey. Has Trump lost weight? I don't know, man. Trump looks. I think Trump's got like a 6-pack now or something. I don't know. Bill Clinton tried to brag about. I know, dude, and people like supported him. The dude looks like he's Snow White. The only thing keeping him is all the makeup, and he's it's like that's not a flex. But he was trying to brag like, oh, I was president so long ago, and it does go to show you how old our politicians are, but like how old Trump is. Who's your favorite writer? J.K. Rowling. Trump was up almost 700K votes in Pennsylvania. Well, Trump was the percentages. It was like 57 to 42 with like 64% counted. I remember. Yeah, Trump does need to go to a college football game. I agree. That would be amazing, and he's going to have to. Yeah, I know what you mean. That Trump could try and do a third party, but I don't know, man. What are the odds they try to take Trump out again? Yeah, probably pretty high, unfortunately. Someone needs to make a petition. I'll do a video on it if you want. I don't know how many views it would get because it would be kind of out of left field. What should I title it? Trump needs to have the biggest political rally ever. Have you seen how? Yeah, RFK is in a phenomenal shape. Yeah, JD Vance is Ozempic. You're right. I mean, you could tell by like the way the face fat is coming down. You could tell. If Trump loses, do we win in 2028? Well, that's a lot of speculation. We don't know how people are going to react. I think she probably gets impeached, honestly, but I don't know. She'll probably be impeached after the World War III starts. Well, Pennsylvania probably will issue a statement. And then they say, we're going to sleep. No. You don't go to sleep. You count until there's a winner. Trump has gotten a lot more lighter on his attacks on his opponents after the attempt. He should have definitely held more outdoor rallies. Well, they told him he couldn't. They told him not to have outdoor rallies because it was a threat or something. How will Tulsi Gabbard affect? Tulsi is going to be key for like middle-aged white women. That's like the other dude said earlier. I am younger than Trump. I am younger than Trump. He looks like he's about to die. I mean, Jesus, bro. What's the point of bragging about that at this point? Trump was at Bama LSU during his presidency. Yeah, he would go to the SEC games. He needs to go to like a Georgia game. Would you do Tulsi Gabbard? Tulsi's a good-looking lady. She might be a little bit old for me. IDKY Vance has eyeliner. I have to say, it I mean, liberals are right. It does look like he has eyeliner. I'll be honest, liberals are right on that. Unfortunately, actually, I don't know if he does, but it looks like he does. You would love to attend a Trump rally. Depends if you're in a swing state or not. If you are, you might be able to, or you'd have to travel somewhere. Don Jr. wanted Vance. I don't know how much Don Jr. has in terms of the sway. Do you think they're going to steal it again? Well, there's definitely going to be some things they try. They're not going to be able to steal it through big tech because of Elon. So we'll have to see how desperate they get. They might get desperate to where they might make her president with Biden stepping down. That's probably the next thing. I agree. I like Tulsi to be the VP. Do you think they'll do hot mics? That's the argument. That's the argument right now. Harris wants the hot mics. Trump's campaign thinks it makes him look better if there's no hot mics and he can't talk over anyone. And it's kind of interesting dynamic because originally they hated Trump when he had the hot mic because they said he would just bully everyone. Liberals were the ones that wanted it. Honestly, she looks so hot. Yeah, she looked sexy when she was destroying Kamala. This is probably one of the most important elections. Well, I mean, let's be honest. We say that about every election. But no, I agree with you, but we do say that about every election. Crazy how different the vibes would be if Trump picked Vivek. Yeah, because Vivek's younger. I think Vivek would help with the young vote. They would go after Vivek, though, because of how rich he is as well. That's probably where they would try and hit him, and that he's really young. Will you pledge to eat a cantaloupe? Well, I think I would have to suck on it, and I would have to, like, engulf the cantaloupe. I'd have to, like, try and get a mini cantaloupe and just suck on it in my mouth, and it just fills up my mouth. If DeSantis didn't run in 2024, he's Trump's running mate. Yeah, I know, dude. And DeSantis had really good. DeSantis and Trump would have been a badass ticket if DeSantis didn't run against him. I mean, listen, you can understand why DeSantis did it though, because when you're a politician and you have that approval rating, you kind of got to hit while the iron's hot. But he just got overran by MAGA. He just got overran. Harris is just going to be obnoxious if they don't mute mics. Yeah, we already know she's going to try and pull the boss bitch move where she's like, I'm speaking. I'm speaking. Look at how he bullies women. Yeah, during the debate. If he talks over her, they'll try and swing it. They actually have a way to swing it if that happens. Nicole Shanahan, yeah, when these women, when they say, I mean, she came out, she was feisty against saying that Kamala Harris. I mean, it's attractive. Who wins, Tim Walz or a background check? Well, unfortunately, he didn't face a background check. That's the problem for the liberals. Well, actually, I guess it doesn't matter because you could just use mainstream media to manipulate people. Daytona rally. Yeah, I think there's rumors that Trump's going to be doing the Daytona rally. Everyone's going to be given American flags that they hold up, and then you just get Trump in the center with the light on him. Go suck on a cantaloupe. It is a great comeback. Kamala's a she's a baddie for saying that. Go suck on a cantaloupe. I mean, she destroyed walls. She hates walls, dude. Kamala, there's gonna be stuff comes out. She hates walls. Bad. Imagine. Wonder how many illegals will vote for Democrat. Well, they're trying to get them off all the ballots. They've already gotten like thousands off of the ballots, apparently. That's been reported in some of these states. Like Ohio got some of them off. Texas recently got some of them off. Harris didn't choose Westmore. I did hear about Westmore possibly being a VP candidate. You shook Trump's hand at a rally. Well, that's pretty sweet. Walls is like no, it's not that bad. I think Vance right now is like -12, and Walls might be +4. If I had to say, there's no way it's that bad. Do you think Trump can win New Mexico? An outside chance if he does well in the debate. The debate is everything because she won't answer questions. Good night. Have I ever met Trump? No, I haven't met Trump. She would say I'm speaking. That's what she says. That's her comeback. She's like, I'm speaking. Walls is a POS. Vance is highly intelligent. Yeah, we know. That's true. DNC is going to really regret not choosing Shapiro. Yeah, and it's their own fault. It really is their own fault. Will you do a full video on Walls yanking his son? I was going to do one, but to be fair, it did look like he was pulling away from the teleprompter. To be fair on that, but it was still like kind of a weird situation. I know Republicans they blew it up. I tried to shake Walls' hand, but he bowed to you. Well, that's his thing. He's obsessed with it. Dude, when he does a solo rally, he'll break out another communist bow. Do you see ABC defending Kamala? I don't know if I've seen that recently, but it doesn't surprise me. How do you think Trump did on the first debate? I thought he was he was maybe slightly above average. He can do a lot better. But Biden did horrible, so he easily won. Do you see ABC defending Kamala? I mean, if it's obvious, it's just going to be a bad look for them. It's just going to be like their bias. So I don't know. I mean, if they have the format the same, it's going to be hard for them because the way CNN was able to structure it with the muted mics, normally it's the discretion of the moderator on if somebody is interrupting, and then because normally what happens is Trump will be Biden will say something, then Trump will interrupt, and then they'll interrupt on Trump. But then when Biden interrupted on Trump, they didn't interrupt on Biden. So that's what made it. But with the muted mics, that doesn't happen. There's no interruptions. So it's easier for the moderates to be more moderate, or the moderators to be more moderate. Shapiro had a scandal. Yeah, I think that was kind of a nothing burger. But I don't know. I heard it was kind of like very loosely tied. Did you see the DNC? Yeah, during the Brat video with the dude saying Republican men are way hotter. She's like, that's the T. I saw that. Kamala, I'm speaking. Well, you're not saying much. Then start talking. Would you have preferred Youngkin as VP? I mean, probably, honestly. But I don't think the VP has a huge impact anyways. CNN was surprisingly fair. Well, it was easier to be fair is what I'm saying because of the muted mics. I think Vance could just. Oh, yeah, Vance is going to destroy him for sure. You get called a conspiracy theorist by the liberals who believe in the Russian hoax. Yeah, that's good. It's great how that works out. No, they believe that Trump staged his assassination attempt. What's better, the whisper or the laugh? The whisper. Come on. Yeah, dude, I tweeted about that. If you're not at the table, you're on the menu. Oh man. Senate prediction: Republicans 53 seats. Am I going to stream the debate? Yeah, as long as it happens. As long as the debate happens, I'll react to it. Just like I did the DNC. Oh, man. That would be great. People might get pissed off at me if... Wish you had... I heard Canada was going more to the right, Shane. I did hear Canada was going more to the right. I don't know if that's true. If you were a debate moderator, how would you manage it? I mean, I think it'd be relatively easy. Especially if they have the muted mics, I think it'd be very easy, honestly. Imagine a White House Thanksgiving. I wonder where they... I mean, I don't know if they actually eat in the White House for Thanksgiving. Yeah, the Republicans will take the Senate back because of Montana. Trump going out to Montana basically won Sheehy that state. Honestly, might be better for Trump to win the 2028 election. Unlike the Republican will both... Yeah, dude, I don't think Trump's going to be running in 2028 if he loses, honestly, man. I really don't. Do you think Kamala has high alcohol tolerance? Probably by now she's developed it, I would imagine. Which is more likely, Harris, Arizona or Georgia? I would probably say Georgia. Well, dude, those are very close. I might say Arizona actually, because Trump was within millimeters of winning both. Well, dude. This is how great these people are. Look at this dude. White trash, low IQ Trump supporters. But Jay, isn't that racist? Oh, Jay, that's so racist. Oh. I mean, with these people, it's just the hypocrites. October surprise could be Trump Rogan interview. I mean, I don't know if that's an October surprise, honestly. I think it has to be about Kamala. There's going to be a lot, I'd say, in October about her. I mean, she hasn't ran for president. Trump's already run 2 times. They can't have much on him. They're going to have to make something up. If Kamala likely loses, if he... What do you mean, would he run? You mean Kamala run? If Kamala likely loses, would she run? No, she would. She'd have no chance. Her political career would be basically over, at least at the national level. How do you learn to accept and love yourself? I don't know, honestly, man. That's not a question for me. Life on the line. Who do you pick to win the election? Trump. China low-key scares you the most? Oh, by far. China's by far. China has said they want to pass America in terms of overall GDP by 2050. The party of... I know, it's so sad. Oh, it's so sad that he's got to come out as a racist. I mean, you just gaslight these people for days. Trump needs to get off his ass and do the Trump interview. What does that mean? She would run for governor of California. Yeah, that's what people were saying. If she loses, you're right. Most likely flip New Mexico or Virginia. Virginia, I'd say. I mean, Virginia polls have been Harris +3. New Mexico poll was Harris +10. I mean, it's a sizable difference. And you'd want to flip Virginia over New Mexico just with the population, the electoral votes. MPOX, oh God, please no. Please no. China has military has zero well, a lot of militaries have very little experience. I think there's a lot of the United States military has very little experience as well. I mean, we're thankful. What would it take for Harry Sisson to become MAGA? I think if Trump cut him a check, he'd probably be simping for Trump, sucking his dick tomorrow. Youngkin is very popular. That is correct. What will you do if World War III happens? It depends, like how it develops. I mean, does it start as a land? I mean, it just depends. It's impossible to say exactly. I'd imagine it would start as like a land war and infester, or does it start with a nuke? It's why do the Dems love gays and stuff but lash out at Republicans? Because they're just hypocrites. Whatever is convenient, they like what's convenient for them, but then it's just like they make fun of Trump for being fat, but then they say, no, you can't make fun of fat people. It's conveniency, and then they're racist to white people, but you can't be racist if you're Republican to anyone. It's just conveniency for them. They're just pure hypocrites. Thoughts on the Titanic 2 replica concept? Yeah, Clive Palmer. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard to do. I know he's trying to revive it though, but I haven't looked at it recently. I know they wanted to start construction. I think soon, like maybe early 2025. Thoughts on Dark MAGA? I'm heavily in Dark MAGA. I need Dark MAGA to do something real good. Is Dylan Mulvaney still? I haven't heard. I haven't heard of a Dylan Mulvaney in maybe over a year at this point. What would you do if you got drafted by the military? I mean, that would be a tough situation, man. If they actually had a draft, I mean, our country would be fucked. Let's be honest. How much impact will the Tulsi endorsement? I think it depends how much she campaigns for him and how much they give her the spotlight. Because we all knew it was going to happen. So the fact that it happened, the impact is not going to be huge, but let's see what they do with it. Yeah, they start making fun of the RFK voice. Oh, they're all hypocrites. They said RFK was like retarded. Like literally, the Carville was just like he's mentally handicapped. I mean, that's what they say. I mean, so when they don't get what they want, they lash out and do the exact thing they say they hate. So many date setback. Yeah, that ship is. It was supposed to set sail in I think 2012 or 2015 or something. It's been set back several times now. Best meme coins. I mean, I like Mog. I like Wojak. There's some lower market cap ones that are more risky. I'm not in many political ones anymore outside of Dark MAGA. And then there's some other variants of Dark MAGA like Dark Elon and things like that. Will Howard is not Ohio State's savior. Well, they've got so much talent, you know. He just has to be better than McCord, I think. I did see Boogie's meme. I haven't seen how it's been doing. I don't know, but I did see it when it came out. The Daily Wire talks about Glazes Dylan Mulvaney. What the fuck? I have a hard time believing that. Tulsi needs to be at. Yeah, I'd say she needs to be at a lot of the rallies. I think there was a Dark Brandon coin, but it's obviously not going to do anything now because he freaking dropped out. They've been trying to use Epstein friendship with Trump as a thing. I know, but it came out that Trump kicked him out of Mar-a-Lago, so I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. Darkstein, yeah, they're Darkstein. No, that would have a market cap of $500. They should have that. Yeah, Trump has the rights to that song, and I don't know what they were saying. Those people are weirdos. That was such an epic thing, and then they're like, oh, he stole our song, and meanwhile he has the rights to it. Is climate change real? Well, that's climate change. The climate is always changing. Okay, the climate is always changing. The question is, what is the human impact in terms of the CO2 emissions versus the plant life? Because like there is human impact, I agree, but I mean we had a lot. I mean we had global warming. There was measured. There was worse global warming back during the medieval times, things like that, like a lot worse than this because of the plants and the CO2. So listen, all we really have to do to get rid of it is like build solar panels around the sun or like build a massive solar panel farm in Arizona. How do I eat a healthy diet? I don't know, man. I really haven't been eating a lot. Normally, I just eat like Chick-fil-A, honestly. Ohio State's just too talented at this point. I can't believe Pennsylvania isn't going to have it done in a day. It's ridiculous. No, I mean they might have it done. It just depends. Good night, bro. Good night. Trump should do a rally in Hawaii. Would it be worth it though? Because it takes it's like a full 2 days. You got to go down there. It's a long flight, and Hawaii's only 4 electoral votes. I don't think that'd be worth it. Thoughts on white guilt? Yeah, you got to suck on cantaloupe so that you get white guilt for sure. Thoughts on Mr. Beast drama? Yeah, Mr. Beast is he'll be able to squash that. I think honestly, I don't know. We'll see. It's one of those things where people obviously are very happy to hate on Mr. Beast because he's so famous. It's just people like doing that, so that it might stain him for a little bit, but that's just kind of what happens. I guess we'll see. But he's gonna stay quiet because they tell him to stay quiet. Normally with the internet, as long as you when you have a massive scandal, like I mean, I guess Mr. Beast thing was a massive scandal. What they tell you is they tell you not don't talk about it. Been liking the channel, I appreciate it. Yeah, Chick-fil-A is definitely good. I mean, it's basically fast food, I would say. Do you think that Colorado will lose? You didn't include them in there? Well, that's because they're not ranked, so I only do ranked teams. I think Colorado might lose, honestly, to North Dakota State. I mean, Colorado's just undisciplined. You've got Dion banning reporters now. It's just a mess. Find a tier list. I'll have to find a tier list. Best pollster. It depends on which election you're talking about. There's different ones depending on the election. I mean, I could go to the highest rated pollsters on Real Clear if you want. Your friend sent you a picture of his cheeks in your football group, and now you're weirded out. That is a weird thing, man. What was it, a joke or something? What do you think of Daily Wire? Last straw was Ben firing Candace. Yeah, I don't know, man. I really don't watch Daily Wire a ton, honestly. I just know they're I mean they're like huge in conservative media though. Yeah, I did see that Trump's new ad of Harris debating herself. I saw that.
Are too high. Everyday prices are too high. Food, rent, gas, back to school clothes. That is called Bidenomics. A loaf of bread costs 50% more today. Ground beef is up almost 50%. There's not much left at the end of the month. Bidenomics is working. The price of housing has gone up. It feels so hard to just be able to get ahead. And we are very proud of Biden.
Well, that's why she won't do any interviews. Just politics are so boring. Surprise you? Yeah, it's because like the reason people are paying attention is because like Trump, and it's. I mean, there's been a lot of stuff that's happened. Yeah, Chick-fil-A is good. There's no doubt about it. Let's be honest. I mean, but I mean, normally fast food is good if we're being honest. Michael Knowles. I mean, I've seen a few. I saw Michael Knowles on the Whatever podcast, I think, once. What do you think will happen to Michigan? It's impossible to say. I think they'll probably do something where, like, they do some type of scholarship reduction. Maybe they do a 1-year bowl ban, or, like, Michigan's going to negotiate it. Michigan's going to try and keep all their wins, and they might get a 1-year bowl ban if I had to guess. But they probably keep all their wins, but they get a bowl ban for a year. A postseason ban, whatever you want to call it. What teams do you have on upset alert? I would say Colorado. I would say Oklahoma State. Those FCS teams are tough. Oklahoma State might lose. Pepe. Yeah, Pepe is a huge meme coin. What is? I mean, it was at like at one point at maybe 7 or 8 billion in market cap. It's down, but it's gonna go back up for sure. I mean, it's a good ad because that's the whole it's the ridiculousness of it. I love Trump, don't get me wrong, but I don't see how he could be president again because damn elites are just gonna do another 3 a.m. flip. Yeah, I don't think people are gonna stand for it if something like that happens again. It's been over 100 degrees. I could never survive that, dude. I hate how hot it is right now in my area. It's over 80 degrees. We had a good week last week where the high was 71. Now it's 80. That's why I'm moving. I'm moving to a colder climate. But dude, this is the crazy thing with the United States, and it's just hot everywhere in the lower 48. I mean, maybe outside of like Washington, but it's hot everywhere. No matter during the summer. What sauce do you get from Chick-fil-A? Normally, just Chick-fil-A sauce. Could Georgia Tech be a dark horse? I think it's unlikely. Yeah, I saw what Garland said. He's preemptively trying to do it. He's preemptively trying to say, "Oh, we're you saw what we did. We prosecuted all the January 6th people." He's like a warning shot. Oh. Well, back to the kitchen you go. I'm not investing in precious metals. Maine is good. Maine has good weather, yes. Ohio weather is unpredictable. It depends what time of year it is, honestly. What time zone are you in? I'm in Eastern. Thoughts on McDonald's? I haven't had McDonald's in a while. I mean, at McDonald's, I guess, is good, but I don't really eat it, honestly. When I was younger, I guess I had it more, honestly. $60, 70 degrees today in North Dakota. That's nice weather, man. But North Dakota even gets hot. I've seen the temperatures. Even North Dakota gets to 80. Do you think it was a warning shot, or did they plan to steal it again? Well, they're preemptively prepping people to where if something weird happens, like, oh no, this is totally normal. Remember, Pennsylvania came out with a tweet. They said it's totally normal. This was recently. It's totally normal for the election to not be decided, on the election night. They're prepping people for it. Yeah, Brittany Mahomes had a, and she got a lot of hate for that. I saw that. That's ridiculous. California, yeah, California's hot. 58% of illegal. There's zero chance. Come on. Stop. It's a decent troll. $97 degrees at 8:05 in the afternoon. Jesus, man. That's crazy. Man, your school must start late, man. Your school starts in September. My school never started in September. It started in mid-August. Extroverted or intra? Intra. Dude, Travis Kelsey had all the friggin' vaccine stuff. I remember that. All right, guys, I'm gonna head off. You swear it's on one of the recent Rasputin channel? I know Rasputin is doing videos. I saw that. I did see that. I was shocked as well. I mean, where's the poll from? It's got to be a liberal pollster that's trying to say, "See, we're not cheating." You know, it's like, come on. If it is Rasmussen's poll, I mean, I don't know. Kelsey leads the league in booster shots. Vivek just joined the Democrats. Huge news. Vivek is trans. It was just announced. September starts are better. Wouldn't want to start in the middle of August. Yeah, but the thing is, we got off on June, like June 4th. We would get off. You guys probably have to go till mid June or something. That's why. I mean, one time we had to start school because of construction, like August 15th. Pretty crazy. I remember that. Maybe like August 16th. So basically, like July ends and it's school. God bless the USA. Yes, 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 yes. Favorite hockey team? I do not, man. All right, guys, make sure you follow me on X. Link to that's always in the description. I will be back at some point. I don't know when I'm going to live stream next at some point. But, you know, during the night, normally I live stream.